Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
In a speech on the White House lawn, he called on Americans to take action on climate change and build a more tolerant and inclusive society. Not President Obama, but the Pope, who's visiting the United States at what he called a critical moment of history. The Obamas, the Catholic family of the Vice President Joe Biden, the dignitaries, the marching bands, even the Secret Service, all waiting under a pristine late summer sky. But rarely has the White House looked this fetching, and rarely have they received a guest who was so universally popular. In fact, as he smiled like a split watermelon,
Blood on the leaves and blood at the root.
No, that's not cool. And watermelon was used to show black people as lazy and simple. Postcards, cartoons, books, and advertisements featured black folks happily eating watermelon in spite of slavery. The idea being, black people don't need rights, they're happy just as long as they have some watermelon. Tastes like oppression.
A cartoon featuring a picture of Democratic presidential candidate Barack Obama on a $10 food stamp surrounded by a bucket of chicken, Kool-Aid, ribs, and watermelon was circulated in a newsletter to members of the Chaffee community of Republican women in the Inland Empire. At least 2 members of the group are outraged and asking for a public apology.
This racial thing in this campaign must stop. These people are drinking the wrong water or something.
Did you have any comment that this newsletter was racist?
No, it's not.
The husband of the group's president, Diane Fideli, says she found the image on the internet. He says he finds nothing offensive about it.
Danny Hafley has a controversial mannequin on his front lawn that depicts President Barack Obama eating watermelon. But relax, it's totally not racist. Let's listen to him explain it.
It's a mix of white-collar suits.
If I had $1, everybody'd stop.
With blue-collar clothes peeking out.
I'd be a millionaire.
And watermelon.
I thought he might get hungry standing out here.
Danny Hafley has seen many a person standing out here taking pictures with the president. He bought this mask on sale after Halloween and put it up around election time. According to an anonymous neighbor, it originally had a sign.
Let's pray that he don't destroy America or something to that effect.
So we asked how long he planned on displaying this good old fella. He said maybe this spring, or whenever it gets him into trouble.
The way I look at it, it's freedom of speech.
Okay, I only understood half of what he was saying.
Yeah.
Okay. What? So come again?
He's on that Swamp People show. He's
Yeah.
actually kind of famous.
I like how racists like him make fun of the president, who went to Harvard and was the editor of the Harvard Law. He ate watermelon.
An incendiary political cartoon in Wednesday's Boston Herald depicting a White House intruder asking President Obama if he's tried to do watermelon toothpaste is drawing fire for employing an offensive racial stereotype.
New at 6 tonight, administrators at an East Bay school are facing tough questions and offering a big apology after a menu controversy. Recently, students at a private high school in Concord wanted to come up with ways to celebrate Black History Month during a lunchtime celebration. But when the school announced a lunch of fried chicken, cornbread, and watermelon, students and parents were outraged, not to mention offended. NBC Bay Area Cheryl Hurd is live in Concord with more on that story.
Well, Jessica, this happened here at the all-girls Crondelet High School in Concord. Someone called our station yesterday saying that there was a public announcement to students outlining what ended up being a very offensive menu. The principal and dean did not want to talk to us on camera, but they felt it was important enough to hold a general assembly here today, and they passed out this letter to parents and families who may have been offended. The dean of students told me today, we talked about it, there's no issue, and it's done. But the principal's letter to parents offers a deeper explanation on the issue. The letter is an apology to parents, admitting there was an announcement stating fried chicken, cornbread, and watermelon would be served at a Black History celebration on Friday in the cafeteria. The principal, Nancy Libby, said, quote, "I'd like to apologize for the announcement and any hurt this caused students, parents, or community members. Please know that at no time at Crondelet do we wish to perpetuate racial stereotypes, and we intend to work diligently to do just the opposite." University of San Francisco professor Dr. James Taylor says, even though the lunch may have been well-intentioned, he can see why some students and teachers would be offended.
Chicken, watermelon, collard greens, these stereotypes of black Southern culture come from the same place that the N-word comes from. This is not like this food represents some heroic moment in African American experience. What it represents is the degradation and the stereotyping of African Americans.
I also talked to several students off camera, and they tell me that the principal talked to members of the Black Student Union here, and they say that they would just like them to take the watermelon off the menu, and the principal agreed. I also talked to parents off camera, and they are hoping that this will become a teachable moment for everyone involved.
Black bodies swinging in the southern breeze, strange fruit hanging from the poplar tree.